We welcome you to Advantage Property Consulting and provide this 15-minute presentation to ensure you fully understand your obligations as a tenant and what you can expect from renting through our company. A tenancy agreement is a legal contract between a tenant and a landlord or agent. As this is a binding contract, all parties must adhere to the conditions. Your tenancy agreement will outline your monthly rental amount, bond amount, the length of the lease, and other relevant conditions. Your lease agreement is for a fixed term, generally 12 months. After the initial fixed term, you may choose to end your lease by giving the appropriate notice, or continue on a periodic basis, which is generally referred to as a month-to-month basis, where all the same conditions of your lease will still apply. Today, you will be given 2 copies of the lease agreement, and we ask that you read all conditions and sign where indicated. 1 copy will be for your records, and 1 copy is kept in our office. If there have been any additional clauses added to your lease, for example pet clauses or expected renovations, we will discuss these in further detail after the presentation. Bond is paid by the tenant and held by the Residential Tenancies Bond Authority, RTBA, as a security deposit. If you fail to keep the premises clean, cause damage, or do not pay your rental, the landlord may claim some or the entire bond at the end of the tenancy. The bond amount is generally equal to 1 month's rental, and you'll be required to provide a bank cheque or money order made out to the RTBA and sign a bond lodgement form prior to moving into the property. Please note, the bond is not to be used in lieu of your last month's rental. A condition report has been prepared by your property manager and will be provided prior to you moving into the property. This report is extremely important as it outlines the general condition of your property, including fittings and fixtures, and will be used to determine whether your bond will be returned at the end of your lease. You'll be given 2 copies of the report and will need to check all listed items. If you do not agree with items on the report, record your comments and return 1 report to our office within 3 business days, and retain the 2nd copy for your records. We also require photographic evidence where you disagree with our comments. All repairs and maintenance for your property must be in writing by either faxing the request to 9883 8901, email to rentals@advantageproperty.com.au, or completing the online form at www.advantageproperty.com.au. When lodging a maintenance request, please advise whether you want to be present for the appointment or whether the tradesperson can collect keys from our office. In most cases, the repairs can be completed more efficiently when the tradesperson can collect office keys. Please note that our staff members are not available to meet tradespeople at the property. We also ask that you provide as much information as possible when notifying of maintenance and repairs to allow us to arrange the most appropriate tradesperson. Please note that our staff require approval from the landlord for all non-urgent maintenance and repairs, which can sometimes delay the initial processing time. For urgent maintenance issues, please contact our office immediately, and we will endeavour to arrange a tradesperson as soon as possible. Please refer to the Renting a Home, a guide for tenants and landlords, for a full list of urgent repairs. Should you arrange a tradesperson in an out-of-hours period for a repair that is not deemed as urgent, you will be responsible for the payment of that service. During the course of your tenancy, the premises will be initially inspected every 6 months and then generally every 12 months by either your property manager or property manager assistant. Written notice will be provided in the form of a letter sent at least 3 days prior to the inspection date. If you wish to be present at the inspection, please advise us. Otherwise, we will use our office keys to obtain access. As we are conducting multiple inspections each week, it's not an option to request a specific time for your inspection. Advantage Property Consulting retains a duplicate key to all properties for emergency access, maintenance to be carried out, and routine inspections. Under special circumstances, and upon producing identification, the keys can be borrowed during office hours but must be returned within 24 hours, and a $50 deposit is required. This service is not available out of office hours or on public holidays. Lock combinations to external doors and gates have not been changed prior to your tenancy and may only be changed by gaining permission from your property manager. If you change any locks or security codes at the property, please advise our office and provide duplicate keys. Landlord's insurance does not cover a tenant's contents, and the landlord cannot be held responsible for damage or theft of a tenant's belongings. This extends to circumstances where water damage has occurred or other circumstances resulting in damage to your belongings. We recommend all tenants obtain their own contents insurance to ensure your personal belongings are covered. As the tenant, it is your responsibility to have all utility accounts placed in your name and to arrange to have a meter reading done prior to vacating the premises. Prior to commencing a tenancy, Advantage Property Consulting can advise direct connect of your contact details and property address to enable them to assist in the connection of your utilities. Please note that we hold no responsibility for the connection of utilities, and it is your responsibility to follow up Direct Connect if they have not contacted you. Where properties are separately metered for water usage, it is your responsibility to pay for water usage. Advantage Property Consulting will contact the Water Authority on your behalf to advise them of your details, and you will then receive the quarterly accounts directly. If you intend to vacate your property at the end of your residential tenancy agreement, you are required to give a minimum of 28 days written notice prior to the expiry of the fixed term of your agreement. Should you wish to remain in the property, you will be given the opportunity to renew your lease or remain on a month-to-month basis. In this instance, you are still bound by all the terms and conditions of the original lease agreement and are required to give 28 days written notice prior to the date you intend to vacate. If, however, unforeseen circumstances arise and you have to vacate prior to the expiration of your residential tenancy agreement, please contact your property manager immediately and we will endeavour to assist you in finding suitable tenants. However, you will still be responsible for the rent until another suitable tenant is found, as well as the payment of a letting fee and all advertising costs. Please note that at least 3 additional business days' notice must be given when mailing your written advice of intention to vacate. As per the conditions on your lease, you are required to pay 1 month's rental in advance prior to the due date. This amount is calculated as the weekly rental amount divided by 7 times by 365 and divided by 12. You will be provided with a Macquarie Deft card within your rental pack, and this must be used to pay your rental. You have the option of paying by BPay, telephone banking, or credit card. Please read the terms and conditions applicable to these payment options and ensure you allow processing time when paying your rental. We do not accept cash or cheque, and all rental payments must be made using your Macquarie Deft card. You will receive text messages and written notification if your rental is late. If you are in arrears by 14 days, we will lodge a VCAT hearing and proceed to serve a notice to vacate. Please be aware that any late payments will be recorded against your tenancy record and may affect your future tenancy applications. At Advantage, we have a zero policy on arrears and do not tolerate late payments. As well as providing property management services, our company may also be able to assist you or any family and friends with our other popular services. Buyer's agent and/or advocate services, where we assist buyers in sourcing and negotiating the purchase of property for investors and home buyers. Vendor's advocate and/or sales advisory service, where we assist in choosing the right sales agent and sales method to sell your property at no extra cost to you. Our Owners Corporation Department and Project Rejuvenation Departments work hand in hand with our other departments to ensure smooth transitions through our popular group block investment strategy. We hope this presentation has clarified the leasing and renting process through Advantage Property Consulting. Congratulations on securing your new property, and we hope your stay with Advantage is a happy one. A tenant pack will be provided to you, which will include a copy of your lease, a welcome letter outlining the points within this presentation, and any other relevant information relating to your tenancy. Please now proceed to read your lease document, sign each copy, and we will be with you shortly to finalise your paperwork.